That was fairly quick. That wasn't too bad, was it?
It was really quick.
It was
So fast.
It's the quickest one I've ever seen. Seamless. Welcome to the glorious return of fan mail, where we talk about videos that we don't release anymore. And
Hey, watch it now.
hey, I'm having too much fun on Twitch, to be honest. The Elden Ring has been a revelation in my life. I'm actually really enjoying it, to be honest. It's good fun.
Even when people get down on you?
Well, no, I mean, I don't like the fact that everyone seems to give me a hard time over it. But if I put that to one side, I enjoy the game. Maybe I should just take it. If I stream it, but just ban everybody so that I'm basically just playing it by myself. I think that would be the best way. Let's go forward. Yeah, how are you boys?
I'm pretty good.
I stay winning.
That's you got to be in it to win it. That's what I heard anyway. It's been a while since I've seen you, James. You okay?
I'm doing good. I have to be a little quiet, so I'm so excited that my natural state wants to shout, but Erin is in a big conference call this morning in the next room. So usually she doesn't have to talk, but on a day like today, something important must be happening because she gets to be a speaker in the conference call.
That's cool.
So this is like the Whispering Hour with James Heaney.
Yeah,
Mail edition.
it is. Usually her meetings are over by 10, so something special must be happening. But yeah,
James, how have your
Chicago.
how have your whisper streams been going?
Not good. They've been pretty. They're wider gaps between them than filled next to each other. I don't
know. you just got back from Chicago. How was that? I know that was
it's the kind of thing that I've got so much anxiety and stress that I want to scream until that little dangly thing in the back of your throat just whips against the monitor of a TV. And I feel like that would be where I'd start feeling better.
Yeah, that's about right.
The tonsils, I think they call them.
I don't know. I think that's the stuff on the side. I'm talking about the dangly thing. Maybe it's called the uvula, but it's also very similar to a woman's body part, so I don't know.
I'll look it up so we don't have to guess.
It's a good thing you're not saying that at the top of your voice so they can hear it on Erin's conference call.
Yeah, so it's actually probably good because I shouldn't be screaming.
I
was on
you're right. It's the uvula.
Yeah. Really? There you go. Oh, medical knowledge there from James. Dr. James.
Dr. James.
Great.
MD.
So I was on an airplane the other day, and it was a big one. And I've never seen this happen, and I've flown a whole lot. After we landed, we were taxiing for a couple minutes, and then all of the power on the plane went out. Not even emergency lights lighting up how to get out. And we were stuck on the runway not as long as I thought we were going to be because they never got the power back on. But they ended up having the pilots, all of the people that worked on the plane would sit staggered in the seats, and they were lighting their phones up to have a pathway out. There was no air on and they were like, "Oh, it's not a big deal. We know what the problem is." And I didn't really think about it, but when because I took a video of it and I told Erin about it, she's like, "Well, what if that happened in the air?" I was like, "Oh, geez."
Well, it couldn't. Because the reason why that happens is when you land on the ground, when you spool down the engines generate the power. So when you spool down the engines, there is another engine in the back of the plane, which is why you sometimes see vapor coming out of the very back of the plane underneath the fin, called the APU, which is like a jet engine, but it's purely for power. So that turns on when you're on the ground, when the other engines are off. So it's safe to be around the plane, but you've still got power and air conditioned stuff. So if the APU fails, then there's no power. But you wouldn't happen in the air because you've got engines and they're providing the power. You don't use the APU.
Unless those engines failed, right?
If the engines failed and the APU failed and you're in the sky, then that's rough.
Yeah, how would I charge my phone? That's my question.
That's a rough day at the office, frankly. But there's a reason why you have multiples of these things. I mean, they could have
want the contingency to the contingency, so I can keep watching Friends or whatever.
Yeah. Well, that honestly, Danny, that makes me feel better. I felt like every day since then has been a cheat day, and like I'm Final Destination the rest of my life.
No,
But I guess
you-
I was.
you
It was
were
just
perfectly
fateful
safe.
to be alive. I'm safe.
You were safe. And even if the APU fails, the stuff in the cockpit, like the essential stuff to keep the plane flying, there is backup for that. It's just things like lights and air conditioning and stuff that won't work. So.
And you learned all this from Microsoft Flight Simulator?
No, I just learned this from having just been sad and having no life. Really. Anyway, there's my fact of the day for you. Do we have any announcements? I have an important one. James Pill would just like you to know, James, that Danny is rapidly closing in on you and so far has succeeded in killing Maggie and Godric with fewer deaths and at a lower level.
Yeah.
Gross.
Stuff.
Sorry, I know
It's
you
really
didn't want to
tough
come
out
back to
there.
bad news.
But you've packed 6 months of playing into 2 weeks. You know, like how hard it is to take a break after an hour and then wait for sometimes 2 weeks before you play another hour.
I only play. Well, I only play on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So I take Tuesday through Friday off. To be fair,
Yeah,
I know that's not quite as big of a break, but I am only.
It's not even close to as big of a break. Your
Yeah, but
longest break is 3 days.
I've only been playing for 26 hours, so I'm effectively on episode 26 of Elden King. But yeah, I mean, whose fault is that, James? I mean, you could play more.
Well, we only release one video a day.
Start streaming solo. See if the ghost has the answer.
Well, I mean, we only release one video a day, so even if I did that, like, how it would still take a long time to get there.
Well, you could
And you know
upload
what?
7 hours a week if you're getting crazy.
If
Yeah,
you did,
I
so
guess
if you,
I could.
You could record 2 hours on Saturday, 2 hours on Sunday, 2 hours on Monday, like I do. Then we'd be
And
doing
then
it
we
even.
just call ourselves Elden Ring Front, and that's the only thing we
Elden Ring.
release on
I know.
GameFront.
I know.
Mhm. I'm playing Sekiro. I'm mixing it up.
Well, you're just streaming that. You're not putting it up on GameFront, are you?
Danny won't let me.
He's a
didn't-
bad boss.
You didn't even ask. What? If you wanted to do Sekiro as a
Well, we
He's
put
learned
all
how
my stuff on the
dangerous-
VODs. Every time I try to put something up on GameFront, he's like, "No, you should do that on a different YouTube channel."
That's like, come on, you never asked me to put Sekiro. If you want to put Sekiro on the main channel, you can do. If you want, you never asked me that.
I don't know if the guys want it on the main channel. I think that it would do well on the main channel, especially if we need spots and there's a lot of content. But I do, I talk to the chat a lot, and I don't put the chat up on this screen.
Yeah.
I know that
Yeah.
irks James
Yeah.
to no end. He's already getting
Yeah.
fired up.
No, the main channel is going to have like new types of content soon. We have our Trello where we're putting ideas. And things
really?
in. I just need to make time in my life to make this actually happen.
Yeah.
When-
I mean, I will always be a proponent of not putting the long form content directly onto YouTube.
Yeah,
So
or
it's
at least
either
not unless it's been
streamed
heavily
first or-
edited. Yeah. Or
Yes.
that's kind of what the experiment was with that other video the other week. Things are coming.
Oh, actually, I'm
I would
really
say
excited to find out
Horus-
what people thought of because I haven't read since we did the streaming and recording at the same time.
What people thought of what? Oh yeah, well, I think we're.
We'll get to that
Yeah.
today, or did
I
you
think
do
we
it
gotta
last
load
week
up.
without me?
No, we
Uh,
didn't do it last week.
I think we.
Cool. I'm excited.
No, I don't think we did. No, we must have done the comments for that already another week. You were there, I think.
I think so.
Is that possible?
Or was it? Or was
'Cause
it
we
just
would've-
me?
No, I don't think so. Well, either way, let's get underway.
Because there was because there was a. This is. Hang on, so you can see this. If I go to the channel there, you see we did fan mail on that week.
19th of August.
Yeah, and then but Tower Princess was before that, so we must have done Tower Princess during this. James wasn't there. That's
Oh,
right.
Oh, you guys did it without me. That's
We can do it again if you like.
no. You could here. I just want to know whether people enjoyed having us do the stream when we weren't really talking.
I think the reception. Well, that wasn't what
That's
we did with
good.
Tower Princess. That was the one we just edited and made it fast cut.
Yeah, I don't know why you're talking about Tower Princess. No one's
The-
talking
Yeah,
about
that
Tower
confused
Princess.
me
I
too.
got confused. I thought that's what we were talking about. Never mind. Should we do some comments?
Let's do it.
Oh, we should probably do the intro. It's nice.
I
to see
was
from time to time.
pausing so that you could do the intro.
Sorry, we're just talking.
It's been a long night for Danny already.
It's been a long day, and I'm woefully unprepared for this, honestly.
He didn't know it was going to happen. It snuck up on him.
Zach is a real boy. 34 minutes and 39 seconds wrong. You owe everyone a pizza.
Wait a second. What was I wrong about?
I don't know. What did you?
And
promise?
why would I owe somebody a pizza over it?
What did you promise him a pizza for? Should we have a look?
I don't think I did. I
bet
would
you the
never
DLC
promise a
started
pizza.
Ceremony yet?
They're still setting up. Where are you?
I got hung up at work. Be there soon.
Ooh, and I leveled up. More melee damage, a skill point.
Yeah. I think it must have been just before that.
Yeah, does Zach not know how to tag stuff?
Yeah, he doesn't know how to
And
tag
bet you the
stuff.
No idea.
I bet you
got
the-
to play as Miles in this game. Oh, you don't. You don't get to play as Miles. Just a cameo. That's all right, I guess. I
MJ,
bet you the
Did
DLC
they
is
start
him.
the ceremony yet?
I don't know what he's
And
talking
then
about.
he said that
I thought,
I'm wrong. I think you
But
do
I think
get to
you're
play as
right.
Miles. I think I
Yeah,
am right.
don't know. I think you're right too. I don't know what he's talking about.
Well, he might be saying I'm wrong that I do get to play as Miles in the actual game, in addition to the DLC.
Maybe. Pill, some looking around is done, some rediscovering of all types of QTEs too. Too bad that animations on QTE fail aren't hilarious and mostly just cut off to black screen. Also, Morales is Miles's mother's last name, maiden name. Is that the term for this, which he ends up with?
I just need to fix James's camera. It's missing. Hang on. One
It's
moment.
missing
There we go.
altogether.
There he is. Sorted. Apologies.
What's he look like? I mean, he was there earlier.
Oh, it's because I changed scene. I didn't have him on the other scene. He's been gone for that long. Sorry.
Yeah.
Close up and bright as hell, just like we like him.
Is that what I look like? Let me take a look at. Oh my
We
God.
definitely have three different theories on lighting. You mean, Danny?
No, I don't like this lighting. It just that it changes every time I start up my camera. It always like puts it to like blasting light.
Do you have like auto stuff on?
I always turn it off and I always save it, but it always turns auto back on when I'm done.
Mm.
So it's not great right now.
I'm
but-
not saying my lighting's perfect, but I try to have some kind of soft lighting with coloured lighting in the background to try and make it look nice.
My lighting's perfect.
Your philosophy is to sit in the dark, and James's philosophy there was to have a nuclear explosion in the face. I think was basically the way we went.
I'm not in the dark. This is the proper amount of lighting. You don't want it to be all crazy.
You're a lot darker than I am, though.
Yeah, but I just have darker
you
features.
You look like you sat in a cupboard. No, you just don't have any
I
light.
am sitting in a cupboard. Have you
You
seen
know,
my office? It's a closet.
I'll turn my light down a bit, so then now we're a bit more even. There we go. That's better, actually. Not that anyone's looking at our faces. Which
Pill
one are we up to?
again. So first of all, check your move list tab in the in-game menu. Point launch move is he's still telling you about point launch. Move is under
Couldn't figure it
traversal
out in this
section.
video. I was trying very hard.
Still, to reiterate, to do point launch, aim at a thing you want to zip to. You see the circle thing appearing at the ledges, light posts, etc. Press left trigger and right trigger. Then as soon as you land on the thing you've zipped to, press A and you will perform a massive leap. Best performed in areas where you can't swing normally. For example, if you find yourself in an area with just a bunch of rooftops around you, or when you need to accelerate quickly. The slowdown effect you're getting trying to do the zip to point move is just your free aiming thing that you do by holding L2. It does not bar you from using the zip to point. Rather, it enhances your ability to choose where you want to zip.
Okay,
It's like
so
Sekiro.
what I
That's
keep
what I've
doing,
heard.
it's that sounds. It's been a while since I played that, but when I try to do the point launch, I keep going into slow motion, and for some reason, when I go into slow motion, I'm unable to because of user error. But when I go into slow motion, I'm never able to point launch. I can only point launch when I don't hold the L2 button very long, and I struggle with it. It's frustrating me, probably almost as much as it frustrates Pelagius, and not nearly as much as it frustrates Zach.
Yeah. Well, Zach stays frustrated. Steve the Ghost, I think we need to spice this up with the Kermit the Frog mod.
I'm down.
Do it. You should be playing as Kermit.
Okay.
make
Hold
it-
on. Let me
make-
look at the
make-
controller. This totally sounds like me.
Let's have a look where your
Triggers
face.
into
I mean, it's
A.
your solo
Hold
video.
on, let me look at this controller. That was A. Seemed like it just.
That was
slowed
one
me
hell of
down.
a.
I mean, hold on. Let me look at this controller. That was A. It used the.
And then you look like
Triggers
you.
into A?
You look like you
Hold
cramped
on,
in
let me look
such
at
a
the
small
controller.
space here. Like
that-
this is
I
not.
am. That's why the lights are so bad. I mean, this is smaller than most people's coffins.
This expression's fantastic. This is the one.
Controllers, what are they? How do they work? 708 James, just catch any bird. The guy won't know the difference. Wow, lol.
There's this guy. I mean, look at
Are you
this.
really gonna
He wants me to
search
catch
for-
pigeons
let's
through the
face it,
whole city because
rats
his
with
pigeons
wings
got
across
out.
New York City.
There's
That's
no
why
way-
you learn how to
Catch
point
any
launch
birds
so that you
coming
can get
back and
around
say,
places.
"This is the
But can't you fast
Yeah.
travel?
The pigeons.
Not that I know of.
I seriously cannot.
I think you maybe
catch
unlock it
pigeons.
later or something, but nonetheless, I don't have it now.
No?
And that guy allegedly, like, I think somebody was kicking him out of his house or something. I don't remember the exact story, but they let all of his birds out. And I just have a hard time believing those birds would be recognizable to him compared to any other bird. Just,
Yeah.
I'd say
It's
just
the same way with
grab a
dogs.
bunch of
Like if
pigeons.
anybody, like if Bunker was missing and
Dogs
someone
are
just brought you a
different.
dog, you would be like, "Oh, this is definitely my dog."
Dogs are different. Goldfish are like birds. I would say, yeah, goldfish, birds, pet rocks. Those are all
All
the
the
same.
animal, so it's just all the stuff you don't care about. It just
Come on,
happens to
Morgan.
be unrecognizable to a normal human eye.
There is a fast
All right.
travel according to Bill.
But ask Pill if I've actually done it yet. Like, do I have it unlocked?
Well, you definitely haven't done it. You didn't know it existed.
You
I
never
mean,
know. I wouldn't put it past me to use it and then not know it existed.
I mean, you're like 4
That's
or
true.
5 hours into the game. Surely they would have unlocked it by now. I mean,
Well, maybe.
No, you don't have it yet. There it is.
fair enough.
I'm sure that they would be telling you to fast travel.
Here is El Mono Mike. He says, "Great to see you at it again. Up the rooftops. Great episode and good progress for the fast web leap through the rooftops. You need to understand that once you identify that those little circles that pop up on your screen are points that you can use to do a fast leap by doing what Pill told you. However, once you land on those spots, press the jump button so we can do a lag leap forward. It's best off doing it on rooftops, that's what she said, so you don't be stopped by any objects like buildings and stuff." That's what she said. Good luck at New York and take pictures to share on fan mail. Monkey face, peace sign.
What are you talking about? She said.
Well,
I don't
you
know.
It's best.
It must be an English thing.
It's best doing it on rooftops. And you
And
be,
she said that?
and you won't be stopped by any objects like
Why?
buildings. I don't
Why
know.
is she always talking about sex?
It's
Yeah,
just because it's funny, isn't it? Anyway, I don't know.
Is it?
Not really.
2917 super spider skills for 3+ minutes incoming. Oh wow, we gotta
That's
watch it
what
all.
she said.
Yeah, we'll just interject it anywhere.
Crawling all over your
That's why it's funnier when it doesn't make sense. Honestly, I watched this and
I mean,
it took
I
you
Wait, why
so
did you not
many
press
tries
left
to
trigger,
do
red
this.
trigger?
I don't know. This goes on for a
supposed to be
while,
mashing it?
honestly.
Really? You can see them, right?
Oh, well.
No.
At least they
Can
put it
you?
Right back to here.
Good plan. Good plan.
Yeah, look
real
at the
fast.
buildings. They're giant.
So he hits this,
Well-
but now
Not
wait,
exactly
now wait
sure
for
if I
it.
was just supposed to push it once at the right time, but holding it didn't work, and just mashing it
Come on,
did.
Pete. You got this.
So, what am I doing?
Oh.
Left stick,
You
is
just
it-
murked those people?
And
So
then
here's the thing:
this
it's
goes on
like
for a
it
while.
seems like it's a rhythm-based thing where you got to push it when it like goes
you
to the
have to
circle.
rotate it around with the as it shows you on the thing. Yeah.
It doesn't. Don't take that back. It doesn't show you that. When does it show you that?
I figured it out.
3246. That face realizing James is in control. Zach is really into this
Am I
playthrough.
making it turn green, I'm making it turn.
Yeah, this is the, this is the. Hang on.
By making it
This
turn.
this is Spider-Man's face when he realizes he's just murdered half of the metropolis.
Green.
Oh, whoops.
The face of regret on both sides there.
Oopsie doo.
God, I've
Boy.
missed being here. This is like just such a confidence boost.
You're doing great, James. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's all
It'll be
good.
fine.
I've been getting roasted a lot in Elden Ring, so we all take it. This is Elden Ring. Speaking of which, episode 58.
What is this one even? Oh, is this one where we were lost a little bit?
I should check these
is
in
this-
the right order, really, shouldn't
This is the one that Danny's in.
yeah.
This is the one that Danny's
I? Yeah,
in.
this is the one with me in it.
Am I in it too?
You're in it too.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is the one that we streamed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
They're
streamed
I
all
think-
three of
think
these,
we
I believe.
streamed- Yeah.
So this is where we're going to find out if people like the streaming version, I guess.
Well, Bosox didn't.
What the?
I said, what the F did I just watch for the last 35 to 40 minutes?
That's what Bosox says.
That's probably because of me.
I don't. You know what I think it is? I think that I spend a lot of time on what I thought was a boss, but turns out to just be a guy.
just a big tall guy. Yeah. That's basically
Yeah.
what this episode was all about.
And then Zach says, I mean, besides godlike moves, a screen. I mean, honestly, that doesn't sound like that mean. That was pretty nice.
Zach's real boy, Danny the purple dinosaur. Don't know what that's in reference
Is
to.
that like
Zach's real boy.
Barney the dinosaur.
Yeah. But why? They literally have a spot called Curry House in downtown LA. They have one in West LA as well.
Oh yeah,
I
you
gotta
were telling
go.
me that Curry House isn't a thing, and there's literally places called Curry House. I mean, I demand an apology.
Did
No,
I
they're
say
not.
there wasn't a thing called Curry House?
Well, I
But
think
you're
I
using it
said Curry House,
like
and
we
you
would
went, "What's
call
Curry
like a
House?"
Chinese food restaurant.
Yeah,
But it's not like you're saying it as like a place or like a taqueria.
Yeah, but they
So
literally.
you
call
were
it Curry
using it as a.
House.
Yeah, but that's a proper noun. That's the name of a place.
It's the name of the business.
Yeah, but that's
It's not
because-
like- it's not like using-
they're Japanese curry houses. They're
because
not Indian.
because they know.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's not even. We're not completely on the. Yeah, that's not a defense for me. Thanks, Zach. Nice drinks. 1 hour, 2 minutes, 24 seconds. Big Brain Heaney finally applying some strats that may. Whoa, and he freaking died before I finished typing the comment. God damn it, Jobs.
Oh, let's see it.
Oh,
Was he expecting
no.
victory here? Did you get? It took forever for you to get a sliver of health left, and then you died. This is going to take another 20 to 40 minutes.
No.
If you give it another try.
I'm
But
changing
maybe,
my
maybe
mind.
you called me a purple
Oh.
dinosaur because I was so purple that day.
That makes a lot of sense.
I do look very purple there.
Oh, you're just going.
Ooh, I look
straight
handsome.
Faith only.
Yeah, you actually have some light on you there. Unlike
faith-
today.
I have light on me now. You want more?
Shield
I'll go one more click.
More light, baby.
Is
why?
the madness
Ooh,
thing
too bright.
considered faith?
What is going on here?
I don't know. What are we actually looking for? I think you died. That's
Oh,
What is
he's
this?
he's about to do
Well,
it.
now I realized I had made mistakes. I'm not good at fighting this guy up close. I gotta get. I did all of my damage basically. Oh, shit.
Little seal.
Oh, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this.
Then you hit the guy that's on fire with a black flame. Fire on fire. This is good. No, this is the stuff that you should watch to
Why
see
you-
like
Bleed dagger.
how weird it is.
I'm pretty sure. Look. Oh.
Oh, I wasn't prepared for that.
That
Yeah,
shield
we don't
is
need to see
stop
this
the blood.
again.
I'm
We
very
get
excited
it.
to watch this.
No. Why would it stop the blood?
I don't think I do die.
James.
Run, you.
Okay, I probably die.
This is the big brain, and then. And you get them.
Oh,
Got him.
You had one
Sliced him
job,
out.
James.
oh, those oh, those
There you go.
numbers.
Why don't you like those numbers? What's wrong with them?
They're
I thought you-
disgusting.
Honestly, when I made them, I thought you would be the one who liked them the most because they remind me of Adventure Bits.
And I like them the least because they're messy and disgusting.
All
They're
right, I'll
kind
make
of
some
like-
new ones.
Adventure bits combined with a stained glass window, combined with something an AI generated artist would make, because it is literally that.
What?
Uh,
It is AI generated, but
El
What's,
Scorcho.
what's the word for like when you don't like things where it's all like honeycombs
Messy?
and it's all intertwined, like tryptophobia or something?
Oh,
isn't it?
thalassophobia?
Yeah, and that's basically what those numbers kind of give a lot of people, I think.
Yeah. It's just too messy. Can we look at them again? You can see that they're...
Yeah. We can go back to where we were.
We're never gonna find it again.
Well, I think there's a bunch of them in this little area.
Oh yeah, don't
fast
worry.
one.
You die all the time. It's
There.
I
Yeah.
mean, you know,
You don't think that's beautiful?
No.
I
It's-
can't understand why not. You can clearly see it says 424. It's all
Maybe
the
if it was
prettiest colors
cropped
of the
to-
rainbow.
Maybe if it's just cropped to be the numbers, but all of the stuff on the outside is like, why is that there? From a design standpoint, it's terrible.
Do you remember when we found the source image for it? Oh, I think maybe that was
Mhm.
me and Zach on a stream. I can't remember, but we found that the image that the AI clearly used.
Steve
to
the
make
Ghost
that.
is into it. I'm
Steve
just
the
not
Ghost,
into it.
Steve the Ghost likes it. Fair enough. Swings and roundabouts, different strokes for different folks.
El Scorcho, Patches is Danny. Danny is Patches. Bald. British accent. Stabs people in the back.
Ah, true. I never really thought all those things together.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You found me out. El Mono Mike says it's amazing the progress done on this episode. Great content, guys, and nice visit from Danny King, monkey face, peace sign. What's the monkey face peace sign about?
El Mono Mike.
Oh, is that just what? Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, because he's got a monkey. Yeah.
Oh, and Amana Mike likes the fact that I gave the little info about the chest piece with the little spike in the chest piece.
That was the fact of the day that day. It was great
Mhm.
information that we learned. It was like watching Discovery Channel. It was great.
I hope I have some good facts today. I don't know. I don't think so. I didn't
Like-
learn a lot last week.
I mean, you have my plane fact now, so you can share that with Erin when she's off a call.
Okay, but
No, he was
I'm not
hoping for the
looking to
stream
share-
a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, Aaron
really
doesn't want to hear
hoping
about
to-
that shit.
what was it? I started playing a game. It's called House of. I don't know what it is. It's a choose your own adventure board game by the same company that made Choose Your Own Adventure books, and like I really had fun with it. And at night while I was in Chicago, I tried to explain to Erin because my sister was like, "We're never going to play this game again. You can take it home to LA." It's like great, and I tried to explain on the phone to Erin how to play the game and why it was so much fun. And she said, "I don't want you to ever tell me about this game again." It was so boring. She couldn't even listen to the explanation of how to play it.
I was telling my girlfriend about a Reddit post about Excel formulas.
You're gonna be
And
single so fast, Morgan.
I was so stoked on it, and she's like, "Why did you tell me that?"
It
Just
sounds
straight
like
up.
almost exactly, but that's way more boring than the story I was telling Erin.
I spend most of my life doing stuff on spreadsheets. It's a huge part of what I do. I was very
I don't know
excited
what
to
it's supposed
see a formula. Why did you tell me that? I was trying to bring her into the fold. Gosh dang it.
You know,
Why did
little
you
things like that can be very exciting. I mean, you know. I
Yeah.
tell you.
Well, I like in the last couple of weeks have taught myself like how to query in Google Sheets, and it's been game changing. So now I'm like very focused on doing formulas in Google Sheets and making like streamlining some stuff. So I've been very deep in it. So why did you tell me that?
No, we bored everyone to death. I questioned whether you did make progress, but apparently you did. He explained to us what the piece coming out of the chess piece is. Yeah, before, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. That's good progress. Oh yeah, I won the Death Blight bets in the stream, didn't I?
Yeah, you got it perfectly.
What was my? I think you got one more than my guess, but I was pretty close.
Mhm.
What's my prize?
Pill.
What do I win?
Death blights everywhere. Well, this was fun. Good job, Danny, on expert coaching. What? I never get a good job.
So the answer is, Danny, you don't win anything. You don't win anything.
I was giving you some expert advice during that stream, but
Dark Page,
I'll
Danny already teaching James how to play.
Honestly, I'm excited for Danny to catch up because he could coach me. If he does pass me, I'll take him on as when
He's
Morgan
gonna
doesn't have
pass
time,
you
then we'll be,
probably like the next 2 streams.
yeah. And then Morgan and I and Danny can pump out more of these Elden Ring videos.
That'd be good.
Steve the Ghost, Death Blighted, and James Woods looking death counters. This was one of my favorite bits of the series. Though.
He does like them.
It's Stockholm syndrome, I think. But
Luis Sandoval, you all should do GPW once a month like a pay-per-view and do crazy dream matches. Love Morgan's video game release idea too. Oh, what was it? To do GPW matches like with the video game characters as they're releasing.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Oh.
That's what we should do. We should make a video game focused, really. So video game characters and a video game wrestling game. And make it topical. Good idea. GPW will return one day. I'm excited about it. I haven't watched Extreme Rules yet, but I hear it was... No, we shouldn't talk about wrestling. Ken Eric 86 says about James. Finally
Start a podcast.
I know, I really want to do a wrestling podcast. I always wanted to do a wrestling podcast.
No.
I
mean, we would have to... Would it just be AEW focused? Your podcast, James? We know you want to mention your podcast. Go ahead.
Today's episode, Morgan is in, and it is really funny.
Oh, is it the one with the bathroom bit?
That's the bit that I was listening. That's my favorite bit of the whole thing. And I don't really. I guess you can spoil it a little bit, but
it's just funny. Yeah,
it's just
watch it.
Yeah, it's a really good one. And next week, the one that releases next Monday, Johnny Cruz is going to be in.
Who is the voice of
Lucio from Overwatch and Overwatch 2. And Overwatch 2, I guess, came out on the 8th, and he wants to get together and play with me and Landon, and I'm sure you, if you want to get together and do it.
Overwatch? Need to get
good. You don't... oh my God, you're dumb.
Are you guys going to stream it on GameFront?
I don't know. He says he doesn't really like streaming because we might be able to talk him into it. He said he did some streaming before, and he hates how exhausting it is. He says it's exhausting to like talk to the chat, and he was having it where fans of Overwatch would join him. Mm-hmm. And he said it was just incredibly painfully awkward to have all these people he didn't know. So I think first is going to be seeing if we enjoy playing it together, and then I might be able to twist his arm into doing a stream. And I think
I would jump on with you guys. It's how big are Overwatch teams?
I think 5 people. I think they might have made it 6 people now, but I think it was 5. I don't remember it. I haven't played for a while.
I put it on my Xbox, but it's not. Yeah. It's not really. I don't know. It's not my favorite game.
Well, I don't know. I haven't played the new one.
I like Johnny though. I haven't talked to him in a while.
Johnny's such a nice guy, and his episode is pretty funny. I'm not gonna. I don't want to say. This might sound like a negative thing, so I don't know if I should say it. He was much more shy in the podcast than I thought he was going to be, but it was an incredibly funny episode. But Johnny's only probably in like 4 or 5 scenes in the whole thing. But he had so much fun afterwards. He was like, "I want to do it again," and he like sent me his availability right away for this week.
Oh, that's great. Yeah,
I think it's just kind of weird if you haven't done it before. It's weird the first time you record an improv podcast.
Yeah, and I think people are want to be supportive and don't want to be like, feel like they're railroading or whatever to kind of figure out where they can fit in. And I'm sure he'll be, because I don't remember him being a timid player at all.
Oh, not at all.
Or anything. Yeah.
No, he was not.
So it'll be good.
All right. So I guess we did all these comments, right?
Nope. Ken Eric, love how James finally sees his girl in true form and doesn't even remember her from 2 whole weeks ago.
I don't even remember not remembering her.
Is that finger lady who travels around on a table? Is that?
That's one of James's girlfriends, but then he chose another girlfriend, and it got rough too. You remember that now, James?
Some might say you were a bit of a playboy, a bit of a ladies' man.
You got a lot of maidens around. Did James is on a phone call. He can't. All right,
I'm
moving on.
not on a phone call. Here's a little announcement. Maybe this will. Lloyd just got a hold of me. He just texted me. He wants me to go and host the jam with him tonight. Morgan, does that bring any memories back to you?
I don't know. What is it?
It's an improv jam.
Oh, gross. You guys are still doing that?
He just started it back up. I'm really happy with Lloyd. I was with
No, I
him
know.
I was with him like a month ago, and like a whole bunch of people were talking about how like it was impossible to get anybody to want to do the jam like you and Cole used to do all the time. And and Lloyd was like, I'll do it, and like I would never say that Lloyd's not going to do it, but like he was all gung ho about it, and
He
he's been
hosted
doing
it. I took his spot. You remember?
I don't remember that. I only remember you doing it forever.
He hosted it forever with Cole, and when he retired, I took his spot. And then I hosted it forever with Cole, and Cole had been hosting it since before it was even the West Side Comedy Theater. And so when I retired, Cole also retired because he realized that he would never get such a good co-host again. You know.
I'm telling him I'll do it. I should be free at 10.
You should do it. We shot that ERB a couple weeks ago. And it was going to be the first night, and he was like, every day he's like, you're going to co-host the jam with me on Monday? And I was like, no. He's like, you going to come? I'm like, no. He's very fired up, but yeah, he's the original host. So
I don't remember that.
fitting.
It's far enough back. I don't recall it, but he's really into it. So I'm going to go. I just told him, yes, I'll do it. So I'm not really like,
Good.
I don't enjoy going out late at night, but I don't have the heart to say no to Lloyd. He's too precious.
I mean, you're gonna have a great time. I really,
sure I
really,
will, but I'm
really
probably gonna
enjoyed
be hungover
hosting
tomorrow.
all those years. Well, you don't have to get drunk.
Yeah, I got to get trashed, Morgan.
Oh my goodness! All right, Edwin D. Falls. Must be very painful to have such a dead channel that's videos average 1 view per 1,000 subs after a dozen years on YouTube. Oh, my heart. Shut her down, boys.
Where's that you?
Wait, who is this guy?
I don't know.
He seems like a nice guy.
It seems lovely. It's true. There were two ways to phrase that question, you see. One could have been, how come this is such a dead channel when it's got 1 view per 1,000 subs after dozens of years on YouTube, ? Or you can go with it must be very painful. It must be very painful. As if I've just shot my dog. Now I need therapy. Like, what? It's not important.
It's pretty funny, though.
It's pretty funny.
That's a good one.
I have to admit, I did laugh. And then Bosox 2K1 though, with the logic bomb. Yeah, you're here, crying, laughing.
Which this is where he loses the argument. No, he's not here. No, I'm not here. So he is here. He came back to check to see if the daily uploads, and that's the way it is. I don't know.
His channel doesn't have any content.
I know. I think one view per 1,000 subscribers is technically still more than 0 views per 0 subscribers as well. I mean, I don't know. 0 views of 0 subscribers technically a 100% hit rate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
technically,
maybe we're just going about this all the wrong way.
He's missing all. He's making all the shots he doesn't make.
He has 1 subscriber, so he's negative.
Ah, I see. Anyway,
Since
I mean,
2016.
in the long run,
I'm flagging his channel.
Oh, come on. In the long run, to give a serious answer, I think we've been talking about it for ages and like doing the long form let's play run-throughs where it's episode 50 of.
Yeah.
It's not the future. We'll still do it.
No, we won't do it. Well, you guys might still do it.
We might do
I'm going to do it. It's the only thing I enjoy doing. I don't enjoy doing the other stuff. I'm not doing it for the, like, if there's
viewers.
more than, well, I go and I bust my ass to do, a live improv show. And there's at max, if we're lucky, 100 people there. And that's us breaking fire codes, getting people in the door. Now, our views are 3 times that. Well, yeah, I mean, we're not supposed to, but if it's, standing room only, you're technically not supposed to have that many people in there.
Okay,
Um,
so don't have a
but
fire at the
our-
West Side Comedy Theatre. Moving swiftly.
Exactly. Plus, there's only one exit. It's a danger zone. But what I'm saying is, on the
Come
most
to the show.
successful nights there, come to the show. On the most successful nights that I'm doing these live shows that I'm driving to, and I'm like working and like doing all this stuff to make happen, I'm gonna be getting 3 times more for playing some video games and hanging out with my very good friend Morgie. So I don't know. I like it. Long form content I enjoy. If I was doing short form content, it would be me spending 4 or 5 hours to make a 30-second video, and even if it got 1 million views, it's not going to be something I'm as proud of as doing an improv show for 80 people. You
But
know?
but that long form content can just go onto Twitch and then upload it to the VODs. And it'll still get that viewership. The
It's
stuff
not
that goes
about the
onto
viewership. For me, it's about the experience. It's about
Yeah.
the fun of doing it.
so you can have that experience that way, but the channel, because the other people that are on the channel want it to be successful the other way with views, will work on the other stuff.
I mean,
And I'm not going to stop you.
No, I mean, we should
can't.
take. We should
Physically
take it,
can't.
We
Come
should
at
take
me.
it
Oh,
off.
I could physically. It would take some
Oh,
training.
come
It
to my
would
house.
take training.
You
Well, I
wanna
wouldn't
get-
come unprepared. I got to take some training. I mean,
You
I
want
don't
to catch a
know.
bastard sword? Just show up.
Yeah,
You don't think I have a sword in my house? Look at this
Yeah.
beard.
apparently,
I
mean,
can flex my hands so hard that they're like little swords.
I mean, just to fill you in, Morgan and Pilbroy or two, but I had this conversation with Zach, and I wasn't physically there, and I know you probably weren't there, but apparently this is the exact same conversations that James used to have with Mark Burnham all the time as to why he couldn't
Yeah.
do anything other than play Dark Souls.
Yeah. And he can do that on his own time.
I do it on my own time. I do it on my own time. That's the joy of it. Now,
Yeah.
you guys start paying me actual money, then you can
Well, that's
buy my
not true.
other
Well,
time.
I mean, Mark Burnham was paying you actual money, and it didn't work
Yeah.
for him. So let's not go
Yeah.
there. But-
I made the videos of the cheese wheels going down the hill.
How Zach did the
And-
cheats
and I-
wheels?
I love the cheese wheels, honestly. It's a great memory. No, when I was working for GameFront, I might not have enjoyed it, but I did a heck of a lot of videos that were like, this is how you do hexadecimal editing to get the weapons you want in Skyrim, or here's a video on how to install a way to use your PS3 controller back before it was easy on your PC. There was a lot of stuff like that.
These are exactly the
Um,
things we need, though, to get.
Yeah.
This is what will ultimately drive more people to become loyal to and watch your long. Like, I think I like a mix. I don't think there's a problem with having both types of content on a schedule, but we're working on it. And yeah, that's fine. We can't force anyone to do anything they don't want to do, but I'm going to work on it. I think Morgan will. Zach will just,
We'll see.
I don't know, eat Taco Bell, and James will play Elden Ring, and everyone will
It's
be
a real crack squad with one goal in mind. Success.
It'll be
Everyone
fine.
thinks success means something different, but just success.
And some of us think success is succession. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know either. Well, either way, Edwin Steve Falls is an enemy of the channel. The channel? The channel?
Animal.
The channel, and we'll be looking out for him. I bet he comes back. I bet he had a good time. Amazing Jay's chariot nerf is so disappointing. Sucks all the fun out of watching these dungeons now. Yeah, it's crazy. You used to not be able. Well, and also welcome back, Amazing Jay's. I haven't seen a comment from him in a long time. He must be very busy with life, which is understandable.
He just asked when Resident Evil 4 is coming back.
Maybe
That makes
today.
sense. Wait, is he on YouTube too?
He's on YouTube at the moment.
Good to have you back, Amazing Jay's. I've definitely been thinking about where's that guy. That's what I think all the time. Steve the Ghost, James, and the Giant Lava Palace. Oh yeah, the nerfed chariots. So those chariots used to one-shot you every time. You remember that, right?
I mean, I remember being underpowered and underleveled for facing them, and then as I got good, I was able to sustain.
Okay.
I was able to survive. I mean, if
All right.
it was
No, they nerfed the heck out of them.
I think
hack.
you just don't understand that. Like, I got good, and you have a hard time seeing how good I do.
Okay, we'll see here in a little bit. Can we get a little scroll up? Ken Eric, the live stream saved the recording. Maybe Morban is onto something.
Yeah, it was
Or James can
incredible
plug
that
in
we
the
had that.
or James can plug in the expensive hard drives we buy for him. Fair enough. Squats.
I mean, there's
James,
the whole,
did you know that I've nicknamed Danny and his nickname is Squats?
I do. It's a good nickname.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it's unfair if you also sneak around everywhere that you weren't called Squats and I was, but anyway,
So here's, like, I guess maybe this is an offline topic. The
they all
new
have
hard
been.
drive we got. The new hard drive we got, I had not plugged in because I had just gotten back from New York and had like blah 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 blah. But I've got that fixed now. Everything is plugged in. I've transferred footage. We have space on the drive. But here's the worry, and I don't know if it is a worry. Maybe this is normal, but that hard drive is really slow. Like, even opening a folder on it like takes like 2 or 3 seconds to open. And like when
Did you format it before you started using it?
I formatted it, but I formatted it to exFAT32. And
What?
I know that it's not quite as fast as NFST, whatever, but
it needs to be NTFS. Why would you format it to anything other than? Oh my god!
well, I checked online and it said if I did it like that, then I could use it with both Mac and
Do you have a Mac?
well, Aaron does, and we can use it to bring photos and things from over there and use it as
But
a
that's not
backup
what it's
to
for.
do editing.
Did we buy it for Aaron?
Well, I just
because I wasn't aware we did. Honestly, no. That
well,
I'm getting
it's for
angry
me
about
because
this.
I use all of these things. But when I looked online, it said it wasn't
Oh,
going to change the
no.
speed very much. Is it possible that's why it's going so slow, or is it because there's not so much on there that I can't switch it? I can reformat it pretty easily this week, but I'm wondering if that is necessary. Like, will NFST or NTFS will that fix the speed? Because I'm not going to reformat it if that's not going to fix the speed.
I'll look into it, but
But yeah, it is strange because when I'm editing and things, every move, I would say not every move, but every so often when I make like a cut on something, like the whole program will have to like wait and it'll turn white and say not responding, but it'll only happen for like 2 seconds and it works. So and it's not too late. I've only got like maybe 200 or 300 gigs transferred over there, but I'm
Sorry.
gonna start moving a lot more.
Did you? So just to confirm, did you do it exFAT EXFAT or did you do FAT32?
exFAT.
You did exFAT. Okay.
Yeah, is that? I mean, if that's bad, then I will change it. I only did it because when I was looking, it said that one way would be compatible and one way is not compatible.
No, I mean exFAT is because it's a mechanical hard drive that we bought you, and exFAT is designed for things like SD cards and stuff. That's what it's.
Oh, I didn't know that. They don't say that when you look that up online.
So exFAT's like really bad for a mechanical hard drive. It's not designed.
All right, then I'll switch it. It won't be long. I'll switch it up. But yeah, that's
like
what
how
I was
much of Aaron's stuff are you doing? Couldn't you just partition off like?
Well,
500 gigs?
Right now 0, but like I want to be able to like if down the line I don't want to have an 8 terabyte drive that I can't, like if I need to plug something in really quick. I was just trying to save myself stress in the future.
How old is this Mac? I mean, NTFS is supported on Mac OS 10, 10.3 and above.
I don't know. I was just looking up online.
Mac OS
like
10.3 was released to manufacturing on October the 24th, 2003. It's been in there for the best part of 20 years. NTFS is fine. Why?
Well, what I did. Oh, but all I did is I looked up online. What should I format my hard drive on? And the information was.
So when Windows said, "Here's what you should do by default," you just thought, I don't trust the computer to decide the best course of action. I'm going to instead format my mechanical hard drive as if it was an SD card.
I don't honestly remember what the default was. It might have been NFTS. I don't remember. But I wanted to make sure I made the right choice, so I looked it up.
I can almost guarantee it was NTFS.
So here's the kicker, Danny. I'm gonna change it. And if it's still giving me a hard time, I'm going to make you eat your words one bite at a time. 1 terabyte at a time. But I
Well,
will I will reformat it.
You need to time how long it takes to transfer a file. The same
I mean,
file.
I can time it, but what I'm saying is that right now, when I'm using the drive for footage and things, it causes it to like
Okay,
stall
yeah.
out for a second.
Yeah.
And when I or here's the other thing, when I open a folder, like I'll look at the folder, I'll open it, and it'll be like 1,000, 2 1,000, and then the folder will open.
So 2 things. Yeah. 1, format it properly. 2, make sure you've got it plugged into a USB 3 port or above, as Bill
It
says.
is. Yeah.
The once I'm satisfied that you've fulfilled those 2 requirements, then we'll talk about it.
Does it plug into the wall as well, or only into the
It
computer?
does plug into the wall, and it's plugged into the wall. It has
Okay,
its own
good.
independent power.
Great. Well, we'll
yeah,
see.
Yeah, what happens
But
if I'm-
today,
what happens if you do
but
it
we're
and I'm right?
recording onto the. Oh, then I'll have had fixed it. I mean, so far nothing bad has happened. I last week I didn't have it set up. This week I have it set up, but it's just really slow.
Okay. Well,
But I was never going to record onto there. I was just going to record onto the SSD that I got, and I was going to transfer the SSD stuff to the 8 terabyte drive to edit, which is what I did last time.
Wait, you're editing it off the drive?
I mean, I don't have to, but that is what I did.
I would think that it would be just for storage
I
afterwards.
thought it was for cold storage, but
That's why we got a mechanical drive.
that was bigger.
All right. I thought it was just for but yeah, I can do that too.
It can
But
be
yeah, I had
Dark
transferred
Mage.
it over there.
Yeah, apparently it's very
Where the
fast,
baddies
so-
at is always the question. Where the baddies at?
Oh, someone in the chat had a good question. When do we think the Elden Ring DLC will be coming out? Said her knight.
Like a guess?
It's been out for a while, right? It's been out like nearly a year.
That's crazy. I think it's
It'll be
still
a
got some
year
more
in
time.
April, right?
Yeah, next year.
So it's been out for
Oh, it came out in like
About 6
October. Oh no,
months.
that's when you played the beta, isn't it? It was originally going to come out in October. Last year, I think.
Brad Hahn, when does the Beast Cleric do the thing?
yeah.
I
That's
think
a good
that-
question.
I think that we find that out in the next video. Brad Hahn, in Sekiro, I got all the way to the final boss and the secret angry cleric beast optional boss, but I never fought either of them. I just never really got into the combat. Oh, sad. 1985's San Fran Giants.
San Fran
Giants.
Giants.
Did they have a good year
you
in
missed a good-
1985?
Well, it didn't beat the Bears.
I think he was born in 1985, and he's into the San Fran Giants.
Well, you shouldn't be giving
It's
that
just-
kind of information away. That's how you get your accounts hacked.
Well, it's just weird
Mhm.
that they say San Fran because no one from San Francisco would call it San Fran or Frisco or anything like that. They would always say San Francisco.
I don't know, but it might be a big long name if you put the full San Francisco in.
Maybe it's San Frangi ants.
Maybe I can fix it for you.
Thank
know,
you.
Let's do a little bit on live on the fly.
Can you actually do this?
James, have you ever seen a website before?
No, this is great.
So you would do it like that.
Yeah, San Francisco
Wow.
Giants.
There you
That's
go.
how it should look.
Nailed
Thank
it.
you. Pill. This is why you never trust like tweets or anything from a screenshot that came from a computer.
Oh yeah, you can
and why
absolutely
you
change.
why you want it from a mobile phone is a lot more secure. Pill. This episode is a proof that streaming these recording sessions is a good idea. Man, these chariots got nerfed into the ground. Used to be you could survive a hit only in decent armor and 45 to 50 plus vigor. Yep. Danger Dad, hot tip.
After going to the trouble of renaming him, did we actually read his comment out? I can't remember.
Oh no, we didn't. You missed a
Oh.
good incantation in the building after the NPC invader.
My bad. Danger Dad, hot tip. If you are running through an area and losing stamina, doing a quick crouch and stand will regenerate stamina without hindering speed much. That sounds dangerous. Dark Page with the tips.
Don't miss the streams every Monday after fan mail. You won't want to miss it. That's a commitment I'm not sure we're willing to make.
He's like, fan mail, give her, take it or leave it, it's fine. But after fan mail, that's when the fun begins.
You're not streaming them again, are you?
I don't know. I don't know. The recordings turned out good.
Yeah. I think it's better.
And I thought that the way that you guys handled the chat was not bad. Like you got you talked to the chat a little bit, but like didn't make it obvious, and it was more of like comments that you were reading to me. Did the videos suffer because people watched it in the stream and didn't watch it afterwards?
View
I
counts
mean,
are
the
about
videos
same.
are always suffering. Talk to Edwin Falls.
I know. Edwin's got the scoop on that. I mean, it's 1 view per 1,000 subs, James. We need to do something about this. We're in a crisis.
Well, what he doesn't know is how many people are watching the screen for each view. There could be a whole family of people. Like there's been a lot of people that are watching with their kids, watching with their school, watching at a stadium.
I mean, that's the Nielsen ratings argument, isn't it? But I mean, look, I'll be honest. I don't think people are in a stadium watching Elden Ring.
Not many, but it just takes one stadium of 100,000
stadium.
people to change those odds.
I mean, I won't argue with you there.
Thank you.
I think someone might have mentioned it if it happened, though.
Well, go ahead. Mention it in the chat if you're watching this at a stadium.
Yeah. If you were in the MetLife Stadium and this was up on the screen for 2 hours, please do let
Throw
us
it in the
know.
comments. Let us know.
Yeah. Just count. If everyone can count how many people are around them and then put that into the comments, then we can get a more accurate count of who's where watching when, how, and how many people.
Yep. And finally, episode number 60, of which there is only four comments. Weirdly.
What happened?
I don't know.
Is this public or is this just like to the Patreon?
No, it's definitely public. Things just fell off a cliff that day. I don't know. Amazing Jays with more like Chariot of Flat Tire. Haha, that's funny. I think.
Like Chariots of Fire, but flat tire.
Chariots of Flat Tire.
Caneric 86. Heart emoji.
Thank you, Caneric 86. That's the kind of pick me up we need. After the pasting we got last time. Pelagius, 4 minutes and 1 second. What? No, wait, nobody's talking to anybody. 8:55. Look at James's talisman. No basic plus endurance. I don't know how you pronounce that. Viridian? Amber talisman? Wow, Danny did just randomly find a cave pretty much none of us have been to. Elden Ring is a crazy game. It's true. I don't know how I easily found that cave that nobody had ever found. That is really weird.
It's in a weird spot. Yeah.
Apparently, Ken Eric watches with his cat, so that's technically 2 viewers.
Count it
Yeah,
up.
technically. But a cat has 9 lives, so let's call it 11.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that. Good. That's how we bump the numbers. Good stuff. Do we want to watch these clips? I'm not sure. We might as well while we're here.
You're talking to the chat.
I'm not talking to the chat. That's crazy. We would never stream this and then put it on YouTube as well.
All right. Well, I guess I don't have to be so stubborn with the exact way.
I think you got caught out there. What is this talisman?
I'm gonna do something just a little sucky.
Which talisman?
I think it was the talisman for me to be able to get FP and HP when I do crit hits, and I think it was a good idea.
Yeah, I think it's good. And the last one, of course, is a technical one about volumes. G'day, gents. I enjoy listening to your input as you play, but is it possible to equalize your mic output volume-wise? The gent in the lone mustache has a low volume compared to the gent with the beard. Game on, guys.
Now tell me if you really think in that last clip, did I sound much quieter than you?
I don't know.
Can we listen to that last clip?
Lucky.
I'm gonna do something just a little sucky.
Yeah, you do sound quieter a little bit.
Yeah,
Well, we don't hear.
Oh, the game audio is very loud compared to the voices on this one.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, I could just take this thing off once I use it here, but I think it's actually a pretty good dual channel.
Yeah, I mean, if it keeps you alive forever.
forever.
To me, it sounds the same, but I don't have very good ears.
Well,
But here's
that's our
the
problem.
new thing I've been doing is and maybe I got to adjust it more. I've been using, and I just learned this while I was editing original understudies. Somebody had told me about it, but I do keyframes for the audio so that all of the game audio ducks to our voice. But what I need to do is have it duck more, and that way, when we're not talking, the volume is at one level, but when we are talking, the game volume goes down. I thought it was working pretty good, but I don't think I have the best ears. I think I wish I had better hearing because I would be so much better at my jobs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I totally think we're the same volume. I guess I'll just I don't even know what how I guess I'll just try to make you, or I guess I'll make me louder.
That
But
was
I
the
don't know if
ask.
it's always the same.
Do you know? Have you? How do you find your Go XLR, Morgan? Do you find it?
Oh,
useful?
I like it. Yeah, it's been great.
It might be worth considering doing something similar because the one thing I like about it is the compressor. Because it means that even if you speak quieter, like you still more or less hit in the same places if you're talking very loudly. And I've found it really easy. Like I think you and me when we do streams, and I think Zach's got his set up too. So we're all very consistent at this point. Like I think we're actually getting somewhere with it.
There's just one holdout.
So I don't know
No,
if there's
I wasn't holding out. I was waiting so far. It took like 3 months before Morgan had his set up, so I didn't know if it was going to work better. Everything, and also, Danny, when I had been working with you in a recording, you couldn't split the audio out, so it sounded like you guys hadn't figured out how to get the audio to be separated. Because that's the only important thing to me.
no,
And it seems like you guys have that under control now, but it wasn't until like a week ago that you got it all set up.
Yeah, it is
2
all
weeks
working.
ago.
It's yeah. Yeah, I mean, we could. I mean, unless there's a way you can do. Basically, if you can put like a compressor is the thing that is the feature I like. Maybe you can. Maybe your voice. What is it called? Voice banana. Maybe it does the same thing.
I think it does actually have that. I've never messed with it though. In fact, I see
wonder-
it right now. I'm at compression 0.
I wonder how much power that's taking, like processing power.
I don't
Well,
know. That's a good question too.
well,
I
the
can
good
look
thi-
at that really quick at the.
The Go XLR has a
with my task
computer
manager.
inside it that does all the processing, so that's why it's.
Yeah.
That's why it's.
It's another bonus.
It helps with.
Yeah,
performance a
that
little bit.
is. I'm gonna take a look at my processing power right now.
Hello, Ian Thompson. Hello, Zach is a real boy. Always fun to hear James defend himself. Smiley face.
Zach
I know.
is a real boys here.
He's on YouTube. He's just woken up late again.
Wake up, sleepyhead.
To be fair, fan mail is more like a kangaroo court where we just get together every Monday to roast James, isn't it? That's kind of how it feels sometimes. I'm sorry, James.
So, tell me this might not be accurate, but I'm looking at the Task Manager CPU usage, and it says Voice Meter Banana is using 0.5% of
That's not
my
too bad.
CPU, and it's using 27 megabytes of memory, which doesn't sound like a lot either.
It's not a lot. But I imagine the
No.
more effects that you turn on, the more that'll go up. So, like, if you put the compressor on, that might go up. It might not. Only one way to find out.
You know,
suppose.
I guess it surprises me sometimes how much Google Chrome uses for memory. It's not using that much CPU, but it uses it's 588 megabytes of memory right now.
Yeah, Chrome is intense. It just consumes whatever's free as much as it can. It's
So dumb. It shouldn't really do that, right? And then Discord is, but I'm watching your stream, so that's not too big of a surprise. So
Cool.
that was today's fan mail, huh?
Another one in the bag. I should apologize for the lack of videos lately. It's just been a very busy time for me personally, and I think James has been away for a few weeks and had a lot going on. So, as
But I don't
Riley
have
says,
any planned trips all the way through the new year. Actually,
got
it's
a couple.
possible in December I might go somewhere. Where are you going? Anywhere cool?
I was gonna go down to Knott's the next Monday, I think. What is today? The 10th? Yeah, so it'd be next Monday. I was gonna go down to Knott's Scary Farm and stay over there. So I don't know what time I would make it back on Monday, but it probably won't be around. And then the weekend after that, I was gonna go camping again. Which should be, I was gone on that Monday as well.
Oh, are you camping with Brittany Gates and Matt Schlissel?
No.
Oh, they're camping that weekend. We were gonna possibly go with them, but I've just been traveling too much, so I'm not.
Wow, I didn't even get an invite, huh? Interesting.
I didn't know. I don't give the invites. I guess once you get into a queue, they email people out every month. But they just bought a new house. Hashtag they're blessed, and they're and they are camping in Idlewild, which I love. And Aaron and I
Idlewild was
we're
very
just
nice.
Yeah, we're just too busy.
We were up in Mount Fraser or Fraser Park.
I've never been there.
It's like if you're heading north on the 5 and then you just turn off onto this little mountain town and then up into the mountains above there. But yeah, I looked at houses up there. There's a very, very small shack built in the 1930s. It's only $90,000 and I might be able to afford it.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. But it's like literally one.
Is that the
room.
same shack that you showed us like 2 years ago in Discord?
No, that one was sick. This one I think would actually get internet. Mad Mikey B, what up, B?
Mikey's here for fan mail. Should we get started and do some fan mail?
Yeah, let's get started.
Let's go.
Yep, let's go. Mikey, when are you gonna start streaming on our channel?
I
Our
rolled the intro
collective
then for a laugh. You know, Mikey was very proud, and so he should be, of his recent
Very big stream.
Destiny 2 streams where he had 90 plus viewers. And made all the big bucks.
90 plus? Maybe you didn't look at that.
Was it more than that?
It was 1,000, bro.
Was it 1,000?
1,000. It was 90 average.
Yeah.
That was 1,000. No, 1,000 unique viewers and an average of 66.7. And yeah.
But you have no idea
viewers.
how many stadiums that was playing.
So at one point, he had 964 people watching at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, but here's the kicker. He wasn't doing it on the GameFront channel.
No, he hates us.
Because he doesn't want to, this co-op.
How long till that website's done? Is that website almost done?
James, stop.
I know. I wish.
I'm the worst.
Mikey's not going to hang out ever if you. That's the only question he ever gets.
I know, it's true.
I'm
It's the only
sorry.
question
I only
ever
did it
ask
out
him,
of
so.
jealousy. I said that out of jealousy. I was playing Destiny 2 quite a bit on Google Stadia, and then Google Stadia just announced that it got shut down.
Yeah.
God, I loved Google Stadia.
Do you think that they're going to release the a patch for the controller so that they just don't turn into e-waste?
I mean, I use the controller with, I just plug it in. I use the controller when I'm traveling.
I think it does just work as a controller, but I mean, yeah.
Does it?
You have to have it plugged in. You can't. They've disabled the Bluetooth or whatever for it.
Oh. That's what they should,
can
that's
plug
what
it
they
in
need
and
to
use it.
allow is the Bluetooth.
I don't think they'll do that. I think that just because Google is. I hate Google. I hate everything.
They're
about Google.
giving everybody their money back. So I bought a Google Stadia
for the hardware?
package for $100, and they're giving all the money back for the hardware, and they're giving all the money back for the software you bought.
Wow.
They sent out a message.
I wonder if they'll accidentally pay me again because I bought the controller and then I was like, "This is trash," and I sent it back.
Yeah, maybe. That's amazing. I don't know a company like Google that does there's so many abandoned products that they've released, but that is Mikey's throwing shade. Funnily enough, we didn't write an article about it on the website. Funnily enough, I didn't have a working website to write it on. So I can play that game.
Oh man,
I gotta go.
Yeah, see, bye.
Mommy and Daddy fighting right
let
now.
Let me get people's opinions on this really quick because Google Stadia is down, and I was immediately searching for how I can get cloud-based gaming. So I tried the GeForce, and there's a free version of it, which is not as strong a computer. You can only play for 1 hour, but I've been able to play so many of the games that I have just through GeForce at 720p.
I think that's different in that you have to own the game, though, right? Like you have to
own the game, but you had to own the game on Google Stadia anyways.
I mean, Game Pass is the best right now.
Yeah. Well, with the cloud gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but with GeForce, it's totally free as long as you own the game. So I already own a lot of games,
Yeah.
but you have to have the Ultimate Game Pass to use the streaming for Game Pass.
To be honest, I've tried a few of them. Like PlayStation Now was okay. It was a bit stuttery, and I've tried GeForce Now, and that wasn't that great. I don't think. But the thing that I always found worked the best was Parsec, and I know you have to have it installed on your own machine.
Mhm.
But if I was going away and wanted to do that, I'd just leave it on, or just find a way to wake you up, and then just use Parsec. Parsec was great. Parsec works so well.
Can you use Parsec on your phone?
Yeah, I believe it's Parsec on
Oh,
your
that's
phone.
cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I would. That actually is a good solution.
So you're
I
gonna
was
leave
just
your
really
laptop
happy
at
with
home
Google
and use your phone to access your laptop.
and play video games on it. Well, that's what I mean. Basically, that's what I was doing at my mom's place. Is I was plugging my Google Stadia controller into my phone, and I was playing GeForce games on there. My mom's
Oh.
internet's not very good, so there was noticeable lag, but it wasn't so noticeable that I couldn't play it.
Yeah.
Google Stadia, on the other hand, when I was plugging in because they had it where the controller was hooked up to the same Wi-Fi as the thing, there was virtually zero lag when I was playing Destiny 2. I was so impressed. And then the more I got into it, the closer it came to the announcement that Google Stadia shut down.
Yeah.
They have until January 12th or something.
Well, rest in pieces, Google Stadia. It's good to know you. Are you guys going to be doing some streaming then, or are you?
What do you
I
think?
don't know,
Are we
James.
gonna? I'm down to stream, but we need to record some Resident Evil. So should we just
Yeah.
announce that later today we're gonna stream?
Let's just I don't know. Well, if it's
It'll
gonna
be
be
a
like off and
surprise.
on, let's just plan on not doing it.
We'll plan on.
I mean,
not
I
doing
prefer
it.
doing it, but it's probably safer to say not because
You want to keep the
You know,
party
right.
going
Safer
if you're
to
Tim,
going
say
to do it.
not.
we're
Under
gonna do
promise,
Resident
over
Evil.
deliver.
Yeah. If it does happen, it's not gonna happen. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well, you'll
Yep.
be back with Sekiro tomorrow, right?
Yep. Yeah. 8 a.m.
Coolio. Well, thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll be going now.